This is Valcorpa. Finally starting in earnest my Elden Ring playthrough. Now this is not my first Elden Ring playthrough. And that actually gets to the core of the sort of list of expectations I wrote down just so I can sort of set some parameters of what the stream's going to be like. First things first, not really a family-friendly stream. When you're eviscerating people with a sword, you should kind of expect that it's not going to be a family-friendly stream. There's going to be swearing, be blood. But I'll try to keep it as inclusive and friendly as possible. Second, this is not the first time I've played Elden Ring. There will be spoilers, as I am prone to talk about the lore behind the area I'm in, the context of the things I run into, and just stuff like that. We're gonna talk about the end game. It's gonna happen. Third, I don't really have any intention of monetizing this, so kind of what you see is what you get. I am using an Xbox One to record, so it's kind of potato quality, unfortunately. And the microphone, while not great, it's fair enough. It probably won't change through the playthrough. My intent with this is to play a build that I have not played before, and as you can probably guess, gonna go katanas. More specifically, my goal for the end of this playthrough is to use the hand of Malenia. And to that effect, I'm going to model my character after one of Malenia's flower buds, a la Millicent and Pollyanna and the rest of them. So I got to come up with an M name. And I mean, so lady with an M name, red hair, figure probably just gonna go Merida. We're gonna keep it simple. Keep it brave, as it were. And this is kind of silly to me, but I get where they're coming from with type A, type B, so I have to figure out how to determine whether or not this is the masculine or feminine body type. I guess I can figure that out once I get to the face appearance stuff. Oh, beans. I see Margaret and Mildred in the chat, and Weeb. Yeah, it's gonna be a total Weeb playthrough. While y'all were out partying, I studied the blade. So, I kinda... is boobs or no? I kinda like Mildred, honestly. I feel like Mildred is sort of the drab M name that jives with like Millicent and such, so I think I might go with Mildred. Actually, I'm not trying to play as Merida, because then I'd be like an all bows and arrows build, and if you've ever played Elden Ring, you know that that's a completely unviable build. You'll just get ruined. I think that Mildred is a mature name and befits someone with a mature appearance. Keeping Samurai Origin and then Keepsake. Now when I first played this, I did Crimson Amber Medallion, which is kind of gives you the health boost that you need when you're bad at the game and don't know how to dodge. I sure as shit I'm not going to do Shiburi's Woe. I think what I might do is Golden Seed, just so I can get the flasks early on. Yeah, das Seed. Der Saat. And that is another thing. I speak German a little bit, and I'm prone to yelling at the screen in German when I'm upset. Oh, there we go. Yeah, is boobs. There we have it. She looks underfed. So let's fix that. I don't remember if I said this already. I don't intend to spend too much time. I've been known to spend upwards of 90 minutes designing character appearance, but we're not going to do that here. Let's see, what's the button you press? Ah, Let's see what the other one. What do we think? Number 1 or number 2? I'm feeling number 2. Yeah, 2 it is. 2 it is. If I'm not mistaken, most of Malenia's daughters are pretty damn pale. Like that pale? I'm thinking that pale. Yeah. Yeah. In fact, we're just gonna go back and... That one's my favorite. Oh boy, is she. Yeah, well, that's what it sounds like when you get hit with a blow that takes away, you know, more than half of your health. Which is going to happen to me a lot. Bone structure. I think she probably would have a thin face. That just looks like a man in a wig. I think... No. Yeah, I think I'll go with this one. Form emphasis. What does that mean? Is it just like widening her face out? No, I don't like that. I'm gonna try to make this as fun for the rest of y'all as it is for me. But there's only so much you can say about a face. I think that looks good. She's starting to look like Roderica with brown hair. Now what on earth is... Ah! Weird term, facial aesthetic, for what this is. Oof. Yeah, I think... Oh, no. Okay, so what do I have to do? Ah! Alright, we're just going to kind of blast through this as quick as possible so we can get to the actual game and you can see how bad I am. That's another one of my talking points. I am not great at the game. I leaned heavily on the Mimic tier through the last half of my first playthrough, and I've mostly been doing New Game Plus, which, to be frank, is a victory lap after the difficulty of the last few bosses in the game. So yeah, going back through and with like a +10 Star Scourge Greatsword and bopping Akil and Soldier of Godric and all those other guys is not really an achievement, and I think it has gotten me to lose some of my edge. So you're going to see a lot of bad playthrough. Laura Dern. I mean, I don't even know what I'd need to do to make her look like Laura Dern. I think she'd need to have a longer chin. I think we want a nose that protrudes just a little bit more. And then, this is going to turn her into like a bird if I do convex too much. Lee. Okay, that's good. Vertical face, yeah. I think I want a narrower face for this. Why not all the way? Why not all the way? Go facial feature slant. Does she? Y'all think she looks like Laura Dern? I'll have to put the white bob cut on her to see. Facial feature slant. I don't actually know if I need to mess with this at all. It's hard to... Okay, yeah. Very narrow face here. Yeah, she does have the intense overbite. I think maybe I need to balance that out a little bit because it's slightly... Ugh, no, that's making it worse. What do I do? Okay. I feel like no matter what I do, it just... It just makes her look more like a fish, gives her the Innsmouth look. Forehead depth. Maybe that's what I need to... Or... I don't know. I said I'm not going to spend too much time, but here I am messing with every single setting. She doesn't look good. I don't think anything I'm doing here is helping. Maybe if I raise the brow ridge a little bit, it'll make her look less... Oh, man. Yeah, Mildred's actually the final boss in Shadow over the Erd Tree. You take Miquella's hand in Mogwin Palace, and he says, I need you to defeat this in order for me to bring true happiness to the lands between. This thing that my sister birthed on accident. Oh god, that's so bad. Like, from a certain angle, she doesn't look too bad, but as soon as you turn her to the side, whoo, boy. She will have a helmet at the beginning. She's going to be decked out in the samurai garb, which is not good for showing one's face. It's just a giant concealing helmet. But as we get closer and closer, hopefully we'll have some gear that makes her look a little bit more like Millicent, if not Malenia. So this is... oh boy, yeah, not down. I think the more down they go, the worse she looks. Could give her some big Animute eyes, though. Make her endearing like a puppy dog. Oh, no, okay, now that's the Innsmouth look again. Too much. We're gonna do that. I don't want to touch that. I think the eyes need to be a little bit closer to... a little bit closer together. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Terrible at these controls. Okay, nose ridge. Do I want to mess with this? Fish mode activate. Yeah. It seems like no matter how hard I try, unless I'm trying to make someone look exactly like my best friend, I just make it a terrifying monster person. That's good. She has a little button nose now. It's not one Neanderthalic line from between her eyebrows to the tip. Let's see. What happens if I do this? Is that going to give her Squidward nose? Yes, it's going to give her Squidward nose. I kind of like that. I'm going to go with that. Nose tip height. Dare we make it higher? Can you take me here? I like that. I think it needs to stick out a little bit more. Just that much. Yeah, she kind of looks like a person. A person that might exist. Nostrils. I feel like if I do too much... Yeah, see, that's just like turning her nose into a gyoza dumpling. I don't want that. I think they need to be a little bit larger to just fill out the face a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. A bit wider. There we go. She looks like a human being almost. Okay. Cheekbones. Want those high Roman deity cheekbones there. Do we want them deep? Probably not. No, that's just going to make her nose look like a shark's fin. Maybe make it a little bit wider. You know, people talk about an aquiline nose. I have no idea what that's supposed to look like. Scott Stapp. If I knew who that was, I would probably have a hearty chortle about that. I think another thing that's really just making it hard for me to enjoy looking at her is the size of the mouth and the lips. Once I decrease that a little bit, I think it'll really tie the whole room together, so to speak. And what do you know? We're here. Okay, so when I think of Malenia and her rot-born kin, I don't think of people with generous mouths. I think they're probably pretty just stressed and upset for most of the time. Mildred's not thrilled about having to stand before the Elden Ring and become Elden Lord. So much so, in fact, she's pretty sad about it. Oh, yeah. Whoops. Well, I biffed that one, didn't I? And by that one, I mean not knowing that Scott Stapp is the lead singer of Creed. Here I am making ignorant remarks about things I don't know. Alright. Fullness, size, also... Yeah, there we go. She looks fierce now. I don't know how well, if you look at her from this angle, she looks pretty sad, but if you look at her from this angle, ooh, fuck. I'm not fighting with her. Oof. God, there's something about that pouting lower lip, though, that I wish I could fix. I imagine that's going to be a jaw thing. I can't argue there. I think they need to be thinner. Not that thin. There we go. She looks like, I can never remember the Australian actress that voices the bird in Over the Garden Wall. That's what she looks like. She's also in The Last of Us. Maybe I need to make it protrude a little bit more to... No, still got that terrible overbite. I don't... Is this what I need? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, can't escape the fact that she's got cousins in Innsmouth. I think I like the mouth position. The mouth width, maybe a little narrower. That's good, yeah. Mouth chin distance. I feel like if I make it short, it's gonna make her look like she has a terrible skull shape. I think, actually, I'm just gonna keep that there and hope for the best when it comes to jaw time. Okay, chin tip position. Maybe more to the front. Maybe just a little bit more to the front. Yeah. Chin length is fine. Protrusion, depth, size, height. Maybe want to just increase the height a little bit. Nah. It's so bad. It's so bad when you look at it from this angle. Oh, yeah. That's the shawl angle right there. Okay, now the jaw protrusion. What we need to do is this, I imagine. Is this doing it? Ooh, boy. Okay, width is fine. Lower jaw. It's fine. Jaw contour. You know, I was hoping there'd be like an underbite, overbite situation, but there just isn't. I know some of the Fallout character creators have that, which was a boon, even though up until Fallout 4, every character you designed in a Fallout game looked like that one orc in Return of the King, that's kind of like the commander who has the face of a potato from hell. Well, let's get to hair. That's what we wanted anyway. I think... So, there's the Laura Dern in Twin Peaks, or Danny DeVito in that one episode of It's Always Sunny look. That's not what I'm going for. She is pouting something fierce. There's something offensive about that one. I can't put my finger on it. This one looks like she's getting ready to go to Home Depot. Let's see here. This looks like the fakest wig of all of them. Other than like this one here. This one also looks like the fakest wig. I think... Is there a way to zoom out? Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. So yeah, I can have these long braids. I don't think that's what I want, though. That's pretty metal. Not that. Not that. I mean... Hold on, let me see 24 here. Is that the one I just looked at? Okay, I think 24 is selling it for me. 24 or 25. I'm going to futz around with the color, but y'all let me know what you think about 24 or 25. Oops. Ah! Alright. Now the Children of Radagon hair color is like unnaturally red, but it's also kind of, excuse the pun, tarnished a little bit. So we'll start there and we'll lower the luster. Okay, let me go back to 25 here. So this is 25 with the bun in the back and the bangs, and this is 24, the long braid. I'm just gonna put it on 24 because that's kind of what I'm feeling. Luster. Gentle luster. Looks like we have at least partial consensus. Okay, now that I've lowered the luster on this particular color, she looks like Raggedy Ann, so I need to, I don't know, fix that. Okay, not what I meant to do. That to me looks like Radagon's hair. And actually, that's probably Radagon's hairdo too. So that's what I'm going to use. Works for me. Root darkness. She doesn't have root darkness. I think she's born that way. No Maybelline required. White hairs though, she is a little mature, and looking at that face, she has experienced her fair share of stress, so she's going to get some whites. I think that's enough. I think that looks good. You can almost kind of see it. We're going with that. All right. Then eyebrows. All of that's good. Let's see these eyebrows. So those are thick. It's kind of hard to see the eyebrows, and ultimately it doesn't really matter because we're not gonna get a good look at her face. I kind of like the pencil thin ones. These, actually, I think 12 is it for me. I'm gonna go 12. Feel free to let me know if you saw a better one. She does not have facial hair. Eyelashes. Yeah, I think she's got them good eyelashes, and we're gonna make them the same color. Reality be damned. Eyes, here we are. Okay, I don't know what Malenia's eye color is because her eyes have rotted off. Don't remember what Millicent's are either, but I feel like they're a kind of like orangey, like a cat's eyes. It's hard to see what's going on there, though. I don't know. If I adjust the color, I can make it a little darker. Sort of like somewhere between orange and brown. I like that. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I don't need it to look exactly like the other ones. I'm not trying to do some kind of role-play story stream here. So we'll do that. Or we'll press the wrong button. Now, I've never messed around with the clouding, so I kind of just want to see what it looks like. Oh, wow. That's creepy. I think I'm just going to put a bit of it on. Yeah, just a bit of it on. Okay. And right eye position. What does that mean? Oh, far. Is that like where the iris is, or what? I can't tell what's changing. Yeah, I think it's the iris. The position of the iris. I don't want to give her like some weird eye. So we're gonna leave it at that. Fish. Yep, can't escape the fish. Well, not gonna mess with the pores. I'm gonna tarnish the skin a little bit because she is tarnished, but also part Starspawn of Cthulhu, I guess. Dark circles, yeah, she's pulled a few all-nighters. I wonder if I can make it a little more purpley, because I think it should be a more purpley dark circle. I don't know if I've ever seen dark circles that were greenish black. Let's see here. That looks good. Cool. Alright, that's good. Ocean Woman. Take me to the Woland. Cosmetics. I'll do a bit of eyeliner. Why not? We're not gonna go like she's getting ready to go to an MCR concert. That might be too much. I think that's enough. Give her just a bit of blush here. She's out in the cold. And we'll color the lips up just a touch. There we go. I'm not sure how many other settings there are. Okay. I am feeling eye patch. What are we thinking about eye patch? I think I might make it like a dull gold color, but left eye, right eye, or is she full, I don't know, Corin or whoever else is blinded completely. I'm thinking right eye. I'm gonna go right eye, and I'm gonna change the color to a dull gold. Here we go. Yeah, that looks good to me. I don't want to give her any tattoos. I don't want to give her any beauty marks. I think right eye. All right, we have I think we have a character. I think we have a Mildred. This is Mildred, ladies and gentlemen. Cool. Alter body. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I can give her a giant anime head. I think she's probably slight of arm and of leg, because she's not lifting big weapons. She's not going to be swinging around the grafted greatsword or anything like that. She's got a wiry strength. Musculature. Let's just see what that looks like. I think that tones her up a little bit. Yeah, we'll do that. I think I might want to slim the abdomen up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Now she looks like that underfed, scrappy, tarnished type. Favorites. Oh, crap. These are some of my other fun characters that are horrible to look upon. But good there. I think after half an hour of playing around with the character creator, we can actually start the game. Yes. All right, here we go. And I'll be quiet through the opening cinematic so you can get the gravitas, assuming that the game ever loads. I was not expecting the loading screen to take this long. Let me see if I've got any more of the parameter points I wanted to talk about. My plan schedule... Oh, never mind. There we go. Sorry, that gets me every time.
And one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown.
Man, I look dusty.
across the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord.
All right. So House of Pain brought up a very important point. Gotta decide who we're simping for. Now, in my very first playthrough of Elden Ring, it was all doll waifu all the way. I'm thinking... well, we're simping for Millicent. We're gonna get her the end goal she deserves. But I don't know what ending I want to pick yet. I know it's not going to be the Ronnie ending, but something else. We'll figure it out. I don't think we're burning the world down or anything, but we'll get there. We'll make decisions together as a unit. And here we are. Chapel of Anticipation. Beautiful place. Well, not particularly, but close to a beautiful place. So I, as I may have mentioned, did a Colossal Sword and Board playthrough last. So I'm not used to not absorbing all the damage with my shield and not taking 5 years to swing every time. So this is going to be a new experience for me. A new experience that we will test right now. Alright. Oh no! Please don't tell me I'm not going to get a hit off on this scrapped Scion. Okay. Oh, and there I go. Well. Not the display I expected to give. But I've got some relearning to do. And who better to help me than Rick, Soldier of God. And Melina and Torrent, who are about to wake me up at any moment now. Man, I think playing on this old console is not doing me any favors with the loading times.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on her side.
Yes,
We
Torrent.
found her here after all.
Good boy, Torrent.
One of her kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring.
We all simp Torrent. We all
Even
We all
the
love and
just
cherish.
violate the Golden Order.
good horn horse boy want to forfeit all mortal possessions to him. But I'm certainly excited to learn more about Torrent's rich backstory, in which he apparently rode across the fields of Elysium with Mikola or something. We only got one still image for the DLC so far, but it looks more or less like what I imagine the fields of Elysium to look like, so... Something of the matter. Let's note here. Cave of Knowledge. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I, follow whatever ground graffiti tells me to do. Oh. Gonna see a lot of that because I forgot to turn the, hints off. Got this old guy. Brave tarnished, take the plunge of learning and remembrance. Recall the arts of war and your warrior's blood. Yeah, we'll see how well that goes. Ooh boy, did I almost die? I wonder if you can die by falling straight down the Cave of Knowledge. I just want to see what my equipment load is like. So something I never did when I did my first playthrough was have a light equipment load. And it looks like getting rid of the bow isn't going to do that for me, so we're not doing it now. Ugh. Alright, yes. I know how to play the game. If you are unfamiliar with how to play the game, I would not recommend me being your first introduction to it, because I will teach you all of the bad habits. But I do like doing this. Wholly unnecessary when fighting these guys, but you know. God. I move faster than I know what to do. Oh. I also need to remember that the shield is garbage. Maybe this is the playthrough where I finally learn how to parry. Not quite. Come on. Alright, okay. I'm just embarrassing myself now. Alright. And we're just gonna breeze through the tutorial area. Rack up some runes, just so that the, tree... Oh! Forgot about that guy. Hello. Get some runes, just so that the tree sentinel can divest me of them. But yeah, what is there to say about the Cave of Knowledge? Most things in From Software games have names and significance to the story at large, rather than just being completely diegetic. But I think the Cave of Knowledge is only called the Cave of Knowledge because oh crap. Well, I messed that up. I think the Cave of Knowledge is only called the Cave of Knowledge because you're learning how to play the game to get good, so to speak. I will say that I did not get good until well after the Cave of Knowledge. I think I didn't start feeling like I got good at the game until, like, the... Oh, there you are. The Altus Plateau. And that only lasted for a short while because, well, there's plenty of things in the Altus Plateau and Lane-Dell to make you feel like you don't know how to play the game anymore. Okay, that's something I'm going to have to get used to. Each Ash of War makes you press buttons in a slightly different way, and fuck it up every time. I don't want to talk about how long it took me to figure out that there was a second input that you could do with Starcaller Cry. I just thought all I was doing was yelling at the air for the longest time. Hello. Yeah. That is another thing you'll see me do a lot of. Sneak around, backstab, rinse, repeat. Yes, I know how stance breaking works. Works like that. Okay, we're almost through. We're almost through, guys. There's only like 4 or 5 more of these info cards. But we gotta fight Rick, Soldier of God. And we don't want to be caught lacking. So we better put on our best here, put on our best show for Mr. Rick. Ugh. Wow. I mean, I know that's a joke, boss. But I'm a little flabbergasted at how quick I can move. I'm so used to everything taking forever. I like this a lot. But of course it means that every time I stop playing, I'm going to immediately forget how quick my character moves and just roll myself right into trouble. I expect when we get to Margit, I'm going to make a proper fool of myself. Margit, as he was for most people, was a major choke point for me the first playthrough. Of course, second, like New Game Plus, it was nothing. But... Ugh. Now that I'm back to level nothing again, I expect that Margit's going to hand my ass to me a few times. But who knows? I think even if you start from a low level, you have a certain set of knowledge and skills that you pick up when you play the game that just don't go away. But I'm going to shut up for a moment because this is always stunning. Even with my garbage graphics, walking out into the vista of Limgrave is always a treat. Well, let's go talk to Vare, my good friend who reminds me what studying the blade and mastering the blockchain has gotten for. Yes, okay.
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Hmm? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless.
He's making matzo
Without
balls with his hands
guidance,
right now.
without
Or
the
what do we
strength
think
of
he's making?
runes, and
'Cause he's making
without
something.
An invitation to the round table hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity.
He's a creepy dude. And at no point in any of your dialogue with him do you think that's not a creepy dude. But I find it endearing.
Luckily for you, however,
There he goes making
there is
the matzo
one
balls again.
shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me, Vare. Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace, a path that a tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers.
Yeah, he's making cake balls.
It will lead you tarnished
Red
to the
velvet
path
cake.
you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave.
I think Moog probably really likes red velvet cake balls, and Vare, the itinerant Mogwin noble, is always happy to make one for him. Let me sit down for a second. This is the reason you get the golden seed, because you can have more flasks. I'm also, yes, going to do this because it's going to be a long time before I choose to be a magic boy. Certainly not in this playthrough. I'm here to womp people. Not that guy over there per se, but people. Anyway, Vade reminds me a lot of a character in the anime Hunter x Hunter named Hisoka. He's kind of like a recurring antagonist who just makes you feel so gross to listen to, but is so fun at the same time. He's also kind of dressed up like a clown. I'm not going to fight him. Not yet. We'd be here all night if I said, I'm going to fight this guy, and I'm not going to stop until I win. Because as you saw with the Grafted Scion fight, I don't have the dodge timing down right. And Tree Sentinel is not the boss to learn it. Oh my god. These screens are killing me. I don't want that. There we go. Yay! And, yes. Just going to... Huh! I guess I forgot that you needed more than one. Oh well. Let's talk to Kale.
You're tarnished. I can see it. And I can also see that you're not after my throat. Then why not purchase a little something? I am Kale, purveyor of fine goods.
Alright, Santa. What do you got to say?
I am of a nomadic people, selling wares as I travel. The land has been tainted by madness since the shattering of the Elden Ring.
You would know.
It's only tarnished like yourself, who keep things from drying up entirely. Let's say you're a very welcome customer.
Might as well just go through all of this.
If you can spare the runes, you should buy yourself a crafting kit. A crafting kit allows you to make basic items on your own. Essential, really, if you intend to survive out here for any duration. The kit costs a bundle, and I admit I do take my cut. But the important thing is that you survive. Every customer counts, after all.
Can we talk for a second about his pack mule? It looks like it has like an octopus beak. It's very unhealthy, and for that reason and no other, I'm going to give him my money because he needs to feed that. He needs to feed that poor thing. Get this. Everyone needs this. But of course, it makes it so that I can't get anything else for the time being.
I'm glad you took my warning to heart. You've made an excellent choice.
All right. So, that's a lot of stuff. My next step is to go find someone to hit with my sword. And it's not going to be the Tree Sentinel. I think what I'd best do is what you're supposed to do, which is go talk to Malenia. Path to Malenia is more or less along this road. Now, something I'd always been confused about with Kale, still not sure. His folk, the merchants, they... Oh, well. So much for that. Okay, I don't have an 8-foot-long sword, and I need to remember that. But his people were locked up beneath the sewers of Lamedell because of a lie told by a gent named Shabriri. And that much is clear. He somehow, convinced the people of Lamedell that the merchants were a threat to the Urge Tree because they were in cahoots with the Frenzied Flame, which I don't necessarily think is true. At least, not before they got locked up. But what I'm trying to get at is, Kale and the rest of the nomadic merchants that are above ground, wandering around, were they... Were they a concurrent with the folk that were locked up? Because no one really dies in the Lands Between since the Golden Order kind of prevents death from happening for the time being. Ooh. But yeah, it's just something I think about. I feel like he probably was. I know there's cut content where you can tell him about what happened to the people. I'm getting a notification that my audio's not great. I'm not sure what could be causing that. Just take a second to look really quick. I don't know. Is anyone else experiencing a situation with the stream where my talking is getting cut up so you only hear every few words? It wouldn't surprise me given my setup, but hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully it's a localized thing. I guess we'll see. Here we are at the Gatefront Ruins. Don't know what this room is for. I don't think there's anything in here. I've never seen any evidence of hidden content in this particular tower, but I know there's a basement nearby. There we are. This is an area I used for farming a lot when I was very bad at the game, because you could just run in and out of the gate, fight the troll, pick people off one by one. I don't intend to do a lot of farming, certainly not on screen. I'll do it if oh wow. If I find that I'm just not doing the kind of damage I need to be doing. However, it will be off screen so that y'all don't have to watch me bop the same people over and over again. Alright, that's you. Not an excellent display of combat prowess. Something I did want to check. If the tree and beast surcode is any better. It's quite a lot better in a lot of ways. However, it is like 1.5 times as heavy. So I think I'm going to keep that. I did want to check... Not that. Where is it? This. Because I do like reading the descriptions, and I've never had this armor before. So armor made from the strips of iron fastened together, worn by the warriors of the Land of Reeds. The Land of Reeds has long been locked in a miserable civil war, during which time it has remained alienated from the cultures of its neighbors. Little wonder that the entire nation has succumbed to blood-soaked madness, or so it is said. Sounds like ripe real estate for Moog or the Frenzied Flame. However, the Land of Reeds is not the land between. We do see a few individuals from the Land of Reeds. Yura, for example, is an NPC who we'll meet not too much in the distant future. And then there's also Okina, who we will meet in the far distant future. Who is not a friend. Okay, hi. Thank you for not having a shield. Oof. Wowzers. What do you think about that? Oh boy. I attracted a lot of unwanted attention. Ooh, God, that was almost perfect. Don't kill me, don't kill me. Ooh, okay. Wow. Oof, this is embarrassing. Hey, what happened to your friends? Oh, and the wolf. Nice. So, long story short about katanas. They don't do very much damage to armored folk. But, clearly a good weapon for taking out beasts that don't have any armor. I guess the other benefit of katanas is the bleed buildup, but I think my arcane is so low that the bleed buildup will just never proc when I'm fighting enemies like this. And that's fine. Alright, let's see what we got here. Storm Stomp. And the Whetstone Knife. Well, that'll come in handy when I get an invitation to the Round Table Hold, but that's not for a bit. We might get to the Round Table Hold before the end of the podcast. No, that's a thing that procs after Margit. So, never mind. Great. Well, you know, what are you gonna do? That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. You're the close one. Ooh, yikes. Wowzers. That was bad. Really? Oh boy. And there I go. I was gonna say first death the playthrough, but that was the Grafted Scion. So yeah. I'll get good again. This is important. It's important to be humbled. After you spend so much time breaking the backs of demigods and giant dragons and things like that, it's important to come back as a soft novice samurai and learn how to fight again. Ooh, alright, well, I'm gonna grab that. What is this? I never knew that was there. I mean, clearly I already had the, Come on, do the thing. Okay. I just want to try to get the parrying right. That was not it. Welcome to Whiftopia. Wow! You got some poise, son. Alright. And we walk in. I'm going to try to reclaim those runes, because though it's not a significant amount, every bit helps in the first part. Where are you? There you are. Oh, I need to be careful of that guy. I think another helpful thing to do would be to go over here. Oop, did I get... No, I didn't get spotted. I'm good. Alright. This. And, I'm not going to sit down. I'm going to keep it where it is. I find myself wondering, did I activate the Site of Grace at the Church of LA? I hope I did. But if I didn't, that's okay. Okay. I don't know what the range on this is, but I'm going to find out. Hey, bud. Ooh, alright. Come on. Ooh-wee. Okay. Oh, buddy. Ouch! The boy means business. Wow. Come on. Come on. How short is this sword? Oh, and there's number 2. Okay, so. Maybe I shouldn't be messing... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Maybe I should be messing with this guy yet with my, pitiful weapon. Clearly I'm not breaking his poise with a weapon this small. And the shield isn't good, and I'm not good at parrying. Just keep telling myself that I'll get there. I'm not giving up on the plan to do the katana builds, because it just looks so fun when other people do it. But ow. I've gotten so used to playing a certain way. I just need to unlearn it. Ah. Well, it was a nice thought. Oh! Did he drop something? No. So I think I got bleed off on him. There's only so much your shield will do when the bleed builds up. Which is nice for me. Usually I've been on the wrong end of that particular transaction, so it's nice to catch a break. Excuse me, sir, but do you have any Grey Poupon? Whoops. God, this weapon is short. But one day I'll get used to it. Alright. Did I? No, I forgot to pick up the runes. Well, let me just clear this guy off real quick. Oh, he sees me. He knows I'm there. Hello, friend. You wanna... Yeah, let's get away from the guy with the horn. Oof. I thought I bamboozled him, but I was wrong. Whoa! Wasn't expecting that to work. Owie. Thank you, good night. Alright. Picking up stuff. Not there. I get got by these stupid chests every time. I think they're in the part with the little railing, but they're right here. Lord Sworn's Greatsword. That carried me through quite a bit of the game when I was doing greatsword stuff. But no longer. I intend to be a quick boy this time. Where is everyone? Ah, there you are. What? Oh, hello. Guess you saw me. Bonk. Sir, thank you for not having a shield. I just don't know how to deal with shield boys yet. So I am appreciative of your generosity in that regard. Goes that guy. I only got a quick look at his face, but he looked like the same color as this candle wax. This is what happens when you don't bind the Rune of Death to the Elden Ring. Everyone looks kind of like they're on their last leg. Oh boy, where did I lose it? There it is. Okay. Oh, I got someone's attention. Or so I thought. Never mind. Faster than you, even with my R2s. Can you believe that? Come at me, bruv. Alright, now I gotta deal with you. Come on. Okay, I think I've got the strap. Oh! He says as he gets... Nope, 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 nope. Okay, guys. One at a time, please. Alright, what you want, bruv? You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that. Wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on. There we go. Haha. Huh. And I got all this neat swag for it. So if I've learned anything, it's that I'm not ready to fight that guy yet. I need more damage. I don't have a full stat build planned out, but I do know that at the start I want to put some points into vitality and dexterity, then a little bit in endurance, some in strength, and however much you need in faith or whatever to use the Hand of Malenia. But let's take a moment to talk to Malenia again, shall we? That was actually a pretty quick cutscene load.
I offer you an accord. Have you heard of the Finger Maidens?
Huh.
They serve the Two Fingers, offering guidance and aid to the tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless.
Thanks.
I can play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree.
Sure, why not? Quest? I'm already on a quest. You really can't see my character's face at all.
Then it's settled. Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter. I bequeath to you this ring.
Woohoo!
Use it to traverse great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent. Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect.
You know I will.
Shall I turn your runes to strength? Let
Yes,
my
please.
hand rest upon you. For but a moment, share them with me. Your thoughts, your ambitions, the principles you would follow.
Oh, I got enough for 2. Great. Sweet. Well, I think that's a fine start. A little bit of health and a little bit of dexterity. Yay! Alright, thanks Mel. I'll catch you later. Yes, let me go ahead and... I'm gonna make that noise every time one of those pops up. Going to put that in, and I think that ought to be enough for now. Does this have an equip weight? See, I don't have a lot of equip load currently, but I also don't need a lot. The weapons and armor I'm going to be using aren't particularly heavy. Melina studied the blade, or did I study the blade? Clearly, Mildred studied the blade. Melina, I think, studied the flame. I don't know, I don't have a snappy quip for that. But I do have a food for thought question. Most people, as far as I've been able to tell, assume that Melina is a sister to Malenia and Mikola, just based on the whole butterfly thing, because... Oh, crap. I can't read this right now. It's bat time. It's bat o'clock. Womp. Ooh, okay. Yeah, Malenia has the clear butterfly reference with the Aeonian butterfly. Everyone associates the nascent butterfly with Mikola, and then there's only one other butterfly, and it's the smoldering butterfly. And of course, Melina has burned 2 times. Nice. Thank you for that. Oh, whoa. Hey, bud. Now, something I really don't like in Elden Ring is fighting on Torrent. Torrent is useful for for getting around, and occasionally for fighting bosses that are enormous like dragons, but fighting this guy, absolutely useless. It's like you lose all of your maneuverability. Another thing I need to remember that I can do, well, is this. I had such a miserable time fighting these guys the first time I played Elden Ring, because, well, one, I tried to fight on horseback. Gotta do that. And two, I just didn't know to hit the horse, which trivializes the fight. And it's the same way with when you're fighting Knights Cavalry. Not the same way when you're fighting what are they called? The Tree Sentinels, because they don't fall off the horse as far as I know. But yeah, knocking the rider off the horse is the way to win. On. There we go. Don't want to mess with you, not right now. Did I get anyone's attention? Good. Hello. I guess I got one guy's attention. Let's see what you got. Oof, well, not a terrible trade. Like this. Yay. I will need that. I need to remember the fact that I don't have all the maps collected already. So if I don't want to look at a featureless taupe exterior, I need to collect all the maps again. Now what I'm doing currently, now that I have the map, is looking for everyone's favorite pal, Bok. And I didn't mean to read this sword monument, but to just summarize. Godric thought he was hot shit, and thought he could insult Malenia, and Malenia came up to his door and said, "Excuse me, are you aware of the fact that I'm Malenia, Blade of Mikola, and I've never known defeat?" And she probably said that a few times, and he finally asked her to please stop. He'd do anything if she'd just please stop. Hello, birds. I'm trying to remember where exactly good old Bok is. I thought he was over here. I can do this. He is, because I know he's near the... Yeah, there we go. Okay. No matter how many times I play this game, finding him is always a goddamn chore.
You?
First time
Yeah,
it was
you
embarrassing.
there. Stop pretending you can't see me.
Oh, buddy.
What'd you go and do that for? Oh, yes. I
Oh,
remember.
man.
Some clod turned me into a tree.
Yeah,
You
it's
were just
dog
breaking
time.
the spell, weren't you?
Bok dog. Dog
Thank
Bok.
you. The name's Bok. I was pushed out of the cave. Told not to come back. Not ever. Then I ended up as a tree. Lucky you came along, really.
He,
Oh. What a shame. When they threw me out of the cave, they took everything I owned. And so this is all I have to express my thanks. I hope you can forgive me.
he does
Or-
look more like a raccoon
Well,
than
if
a
you
dog
can
to me.
afford to wait for a while, I could sneak back into the cave and bring back something of actual value. Well, then I'd be of some real use to you, I reckon.
Yeah, he looks like that meme of the person who says, "The vet shaved my dog's head and now I'm afraid to look at him." I'm gonna do this. Monkey. Everyone says he looks like a monkey, but I don't see it. And the snout is a little too pronounced. But yeah, he's absolutely a wash bear. Oh! I forgot. It's time to meet Doll Waifu. Hello.
A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Renna. I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed, and upon looking into the matter, the talk I surmise is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no? To call forth a spectral steed named Torrent.
Now, as sort of just like a public service announcement, I don't recommend telling strangers that you can call a spectral steed, unless you've
as I had
ascertained their motive.
I was entrusted this for thee, by Torrent's former master.
But there's just something about Ronnie that makes you want to trust her immediately.
'Tis a bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them with it. From ash and return to the Erdtree, the spirits will obey thine command but briefly, as they recall battles past. Now it is thine, to do with as thou wishest.
Yay! Well, glad that I remembered, because yes, I will be using
Forgive
spirit
mine
summons.
intrusion, Tarnished. I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the lands between.
Man, it's
How long will
Emoji
it
City
be,
in the
I
chat right
wonder,
now.
before the Tarnished tire of obeisance to the two fingers?
Is that a snake? We ain't talking to Snake Boy for a long time, but I will look forward to it. I also find myself wondering, why'd she have to put Kale asleep? Like, why not just meet in a location where she wouldn't have any intruders, rather than... I mean... Sad Santa looks like he could have probably used a good night's rest, so maybe I shouldn't complain too much, but yeah, Ronnie definitely skips leg day. Even in those absurd pictures of her with the jacked arms using the Dark Moon greatsword. No thigh definition. She ain't gonna crush a man's head like an egg with those doll thighs. But that's okay. So I'm just going straight to help Bach. Doesn't matter what kind of playstyle I end up doing, no matter what ending I choose, what order I fight the bosses in. Bach is always going to be my homie, and I will always do what I can for him. However, I believe, yep, that puts me in the path of this guy. I remember when I thought these guys were impossible, but they're not really that bad. As long as you're careful. As long as you're careful, he says. Oop. Nice. Oh, man. Well, I'm not being terribly careful, am I? Not careful at all. Okay, I gotta get out of here. boy. Well, come on, bud. What you got? As you can see, I was trained in the school of panic rolling. Whiff. Wow. I don't recall this being as big of a pain, but I guess I really am. Come on. Oof. I really am at the lowest level I reasonably could be when fighting this guy. So, come on, bud. Nice. That's all she wrote for you. Okay. Well, that wasn't the best I've ever done against a Limgrave troll, but it certainly wasn't the worst. And I'm not gonna try my hand at the giant land octopus, because that'll be a shit show with the flailing arms and such. Behold! Dog. You keep the faith, slow dog. I know that you can get like a shield out of killing turtles, but I've never had the heart to farm these poor turtles. Okay. Well, that's a good sign of things to come. These guys are weak as hell. Come on. You're next. Yay. Alright. Now, if I'm not mistaken, and I hope I'm not, this guy over here will sell me a lantern. That's right, dogs in the chat.
What do you need? I don't want any trouble.
Oh, buddy. I'm not here for trouble. I was here for a lantern, though, so this is kind of a disappointment.
Well, be on your way then.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to double back here in a quick second because I got to go into a cave that I think I already walked past, and I am not going into that cave without a torch or something, because, yeah, it's dark as hell in here. Oh, wait. Oh, buddy. How'd you get here before me?
What are you doing here? You must leave this place at once. They'll rush in and beat you to a pulp. You'll end up just like me.
Whenever your character is looking down at someone, it's the most condescending pose. I think maybe it's probably better to talk to him like this, but also, I think Bach is Donald Duck in it. I didn't want to look too closely because, you know, I respect the gentleman. Oh. But yeah, I think the lad is not a wearer of pants. But hey, that's fine. If that's how you want to assert dominance, Bach, then you're welcome to it. Just need to pop back real quick to Kale, buy that torch. The pickled homie likes that. apparently. All right. Ah. There you are.
Wait, weren't you... Well, you're back. Care to buy something?
I wonder what he was going to say. Maybe if I do
There
this.
are others of my people who yet survive in these lands. If the mood takes you when you meet one, then offer them some trade, won't you? My people, wanderers all have long been spurned by the grace of gold, which is why we cannot settle, but instead are forced into this pitiful, unceasing journey. But thanks to that, things are not so different for us now, though the Elden Ring is shattered. I think this makes us kindred spirits of sorts. Your people, the Tarnished, and mine.
Yeah, after a fashion. Poor guy. No fun living that life, but thank you.
Goodbye. Nice to do business.
Go buy your mule some carrots or something. Man. PETA's gonna be after your ass if they see the way you're keeping that mule. Oh! Hello.
This tiny golden aura is the grace of the Erd Tree. This light once shone in the eyes of your tarnished brethren, but now it is all that guides you. Also, I hear. You can see them, can't you? The rays of grace that guide you through your burden.
You got more to say?
Upon the cliff in Castle Stormvale is a shard bearer, a demigod, who inherited a fragment of the shattered Elden Ring. If the rays of grace signal the castle, then the Elden Ring beckons you. As an ally by pact, I pray that you are fit to face the challenge presented by the ring.
Well, we'll see, won't we?
Shall I turn your runes to strength?
Oh, man.
Let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment, share them with me. Your thoughts, your ambitions, the principles you would follow.
I'm not looking to get vigor checked by these demi-human chieftains. Malenia, she's great. She's given me a lot. I have a lot to be thankful for in her. But man, does she talk slow. It's like the voice actor is ad-libbing every word one at a time. But what can you do? Oh boy. Mr. Bach needs some penicillin or something, because he's got a lung infection from the sound of it. The demi-human chieftains were also kind of a choke point for me, but it was before I realized, one, that you could summon Istvan, and two, that you could fight them one at a time rather than both. I still kind of expect that I'm gonna die once or twice due to just the crowding of it all. But we'll see, won't we? Ooh, he's got jukes. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to report some jukes. And rainbow stones. Oh, I think I've triggered the chat. Trigger with vigor. Vigor is extremely important. I jumped on the Elden Ring train very late, and my friends had already played it through a few times. And their sage advice to me was to put points in vigor. And also to go to the middle of Akil Lake, because there's a very good treasure there. And one of those pieces of advice I took to my benefit. The other one I simply didn't trust, which I think betrays my common sense. We will go to Akil Lake. Certainly not today. But soon. I know that this is overkill. But one does what one must. That is a cool sword. Oh, like a falchion. Come on, Eastvan. Alright. Oh, boys. Ooh-wee. Nice. Missed. Alright, where's... Oh! Man, my eyesight sucks. I thought he was done. Where'd they all go? Okay, that's one. And there's two. Ugh. Ow. Does he have the Radon, I think my guy Eastvan has, the Star Caller Cry, is what I was trying to say. Because he was doing some Radon stuff up in there. And yeah, House of Pain. That is, vigor equals tumescence, in short. Of course, that's not going to do Mildred very much good. But that's okay. Imagine being the guy who takes this and then talks to Yura and learns about the Dragon Communion Island and has to go all the way back. That's not me. Somehow, I didn't fall into that trap the first time. I'm not going to fall into it this time. If I'm not mistaken, there's one or two more stragglers in this cave that are going to attack me when I turn a corner. Yep. There you are. Anyone else? Just you? Alright. Oh. Wow. Spread the miracle wave. String. Thanks for the string, guys. When you pick up things like shiny rocks and string from these guys, it really makes you feel like you're killing simpletons. And at least for me, that makes me feel pretty shameful. But when you bully my boy Bach, this is what becomes of you. Ah. I didn't expect to get through that so quickly. Not that I'm complaining. Here we are in... I'm gonna rest here, actually. Is she just everywhere? I've never seen her in any of these places, other than the Gatefront ruins.
Me? I'm searching for my purpose, given to me by my mother inside the Erd Tree, long ago.
I'm searching for
For
who
the
asked.
reason that I yet live, burned and bodiless. There is something for which I must apologize. I've acted the Finger Maiden, yet can offer no guidance. I am no maiden. My purpose was long ago lost.
Do you think if you read off that bit of monologue when your boss catches you after 3 months having completely lied on your resume, that they'd let you get away with it? Like, oh, I thought you said you knew Python, had a certification in using Microsoft Excel. I can offer you no guidance. I don't think there's anything else I need to do here. I don't have any dragon hearts yet. I remember the first time I played, this scared the absolute balls off of me. But I'm wiser now. Oh. He says as he mouses over the wrong side of Grace. Something that bugged me about these loading screens is that they chose the room with the dog for the room, for the Liurnia loading screen that they wanted. Didn't want to do the library, didn't want to do the, like, where are you, Bach? Didn't want to do the moonlit lake. I think it would have been cool if they got that area where you fight the Deathrite bird, but no. Dog room.
What are you doing here? You must leave this place at once. They'll rush in and beat you to a pulp. Oh, you'll end up just like me.
Oh, homie.
Wait. Is that what I think it is? You got it back for me. My sewing needle.
Bach also talks very slow. Maybe everyone talks slow and I'm just now realizing that. Is it? Oh, there we go.
What made you go and do a thing like that? My mum was a seamstress, and that sewing kit was all I had to remember her by. I always wanted to be just like sweet old mum. Then I suppose I can't just curl up and die, can I?
I suppose not. Can you
Thank you.
alter my clothes?
You're very kind. I always wanted to be a seamster like my mum. Then I
Okay, okay. I don't remember where the first place you're supposed to go to get him to tailor you up, but it seems like it's not here. I hope it's not as far as outside of Stormvale Castle, because that would be lame. But I mean, I guess if I really wanted to, I could walk all the way around the castle. I don't want to do that. I've only got about 11 minutes left of this stream, so let's do... Let's do the Knights Cavalry. Those are always fun to fight. Except the ones in the consecrated snowfields. Those can get fucked. Let's see, is this nighttime? No, this is the opposite of nighttime. Right. Go, gotta do the whole nightfall thing. I think more than the unending stamina bar and the magical sword that can hit you from 50 feet away, the most frustrating part about fighting the bell-bearing hunters was having to do that go back to the site of grace, set nightfall, go back to it again, wait, only to spend 30 minutes fighting and then getting your ass handed to you. It's not my idea of a good time, but sometimes you gotta avenge all the homies. All the merchant homies. Oh, okay. Gents. Alright. Oh! Pff. Where are you? Wow. You wasted no time. Did you? Come on. Whoa! That's okay. I don't need you to read my inputs. That was dumb. Oh no. Ouch. Should probably heal. Wow. I am not used to the delay on my rollback. Ah. Acting the fool right now. You can proc at any time, Bleed. Ouch. Okay, well. Huh. I need to take that out of the quick menu. Oh! Oh! Oh. I thought I was about to unload a whole bunch of cheese on this guy. Alack-a-lay. Come on. Major whiff, my dude. Come on. Oof. I just let him do that. Missed. Well, the next hit is going to be the last one. It doesn't make any sense to hold up the shield. And there I go. Oh boy. Well. That was not a very impressive display. I guess. Things that I could have done better. Roll into him. get good? I don't... Oh no! I, the beautiful moron I am, left those runes behind. I'm gonna pick those up before I forget, get killed by something even more shameful than the Knights Cavalry. And then I think we'll call it a stream. You know... Am I headed... Wow. Well, I messed that up big time. Died in places I shouldn't have. Lived in places I shouldn't have. Is that a living jar emoji? Well, even if I had any victories to claim, the existence of the living jar emoji, I think, outranks them by and large. Just a second. I am heading in the right direction. Gonna mess with him right now. Take the opportunity to level up with what I've got. There you are. And then we'll call it a day. And I'm streaming Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7:30 to 9 p.m. Or sorry, 9:30 p.m. Central Time. Yeah, after that, I feel it would be foolish to do anything other than Vigor. But yeah, we'll pick this up from 7:30. I'll try to best the Knights Cavalry. But until then, thank you all for watching. This has been Valcorpa, and I'll see you again.